Duke, there seems to be a clamor for young, vibrant politicians because I really sincerely believe, and a lot of people believe in this too, that running a municipality, a city, a nation is a young man's job. I mean, all the stressors that is involved in the day to day of running a municipality, a city, a country is too much for an old man. How do you feel about all these very successful young prime ministers of, let's just say, New Zealand, Sweden, and all of these very young prime ministers, very young leaders of different nations that are approaching the COVID-19 pandemic in such different ways compared to their counterparts all over the world that they are very successful at it. And most of the key ingredient here is most of them are quite young. What are your thoughts on that? Is there a need now for more of you young politicians out there, not just here in the Philippines, but all over the world?
But yeah, I agree. I was thankful that I was young when I got elected first as mayor, and I think I'm still young at 40 years old as a congressman now. Um, we can't discount though the wisdom of the older politicians because they do have wisdom because they've been in the industry for a long time. But at the same time, it's good to have to inject youth and energy, and a different perspective um, in leadership and in politics. Locally, I can say that sa Liloan, my wife is still young, and she had a different approach also with regards to combating COVID-19 as early as when it first started last year, year when we were in lockdown. So yeah, I agree from a first-hand perspective, not considering lang, New Zealand, Sweden, or Canada. But here locally, I can say that it's a good to have a fresh perspective. But at the same time, um, I've learned also that important is a good wisdom and guidance of the generation ahead of us. And we know that that's knowledge because maminaw biya ta sa itong mga ginikanan, di ba? And they're the generation um, ahead of us.
This episode is brought to you by Living in Style at the Park Mall, Lala Move, download the app now, and Converge ICT. Get fast, true fiber internet. DM me your contact details now.